Agent Smith. He's in charge of restoring your property to its original state. So if you sprung a leak, lit your curtains on fire, or your insulation looks like week old bagels, call ServPro.
In southwestern and south central North Dakota, on any given day at any given moment, a Dakota Community Bank and Trust customer is logging in or signing on to do their online or mobile banking. We believe that community banking can blend both the past with down-home customer service in-house and the future with modern banking conveniences and technology for our customers anywhere, like here or here, all while honoring our long-standing tradition of community-first oriented banking here at Dakota Community Bank and Trust.
Ackerman Esvold, your neighbors, friends, and family who are working for you. The local team with local availability and accountability for all of your engineering, architecture, environmental, transportation, and land development needs. Your project can rely on Ackerman Esvold. Find them online at ackermanesvold.com. When you start your project, talk with Ackerman Surveying and Associates. Our experienced surveying team guides you in the right direction with planning, platting, and lot and boundary surveys. The trusted name in land surveying, the trusted name in architecture and engineering is Ackerman Surveying and Ackerman Esvold. Find them at ackermanesvold.com.
Officially into the full swing of the high school basketball season. Tonight, the number one team in all the land, the Magi from Minot High, are on their home floor to take on the Midgets from Dickinson in a Friday night showdown here on the PSP Network. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into our Shields pregame show for tonight's WDA matchup that features the visiting Dickinson Midgets coming in at 1-1. They take on the Magi from Minot High tonight, sitting at a 2-0 mark. I'm Nick Holberg, alongside of the former Miss Basketball North Dakota back in 2012. Miss Holly Johnson joins me here tonight. Holly, great to see you for another Friday night of North Dakota high school hoops. And after last Friday with what we saw at Minot High, probably was easy for you to come back here on Friday to see this team play again.
Absolutely. I had so much fun being back in the home gym and sitting alongside you. I always have a good time on PSP.
Should be a fun one tonight. And this is a matchup here tonight that's going to feature some of the state's top talent. Let's start and talk about Derek Doucette first. We know that we're going to talk about him quite a bit throughout the year. We don't want to be a broken record. However, this kid is a special player. He's up there as far as the talent in the state of North Dakota, and ended the program on to NDSU to play for the Bison. Coming up next year, he scored 36 in a win over Devils Lake. He had 32 against Williston on Tuesday night. What is it about this player that you like so much, and what makes him special here in this group for the Magi?
You took the words right out of my mouth. He's just a special kid. He's an athlete. He's a competitor. You can tell that he loves being out here, and he's excited to go to the next level. And I think ultimately that's what makes him really fun to watch, is you know that he's not done at the high school level.
There's another player in the lineup tonight that we're going to see, but on the other side, he goes by the name Alex Dvorak. He's an all-West region player. He's an all-state player. This is a kid that's going to go on to play at the University of Mary. He averaged 25 points per night last year. He's the top producer coming back after all the graduates last year. Eagle staff was the only one to score more than he did last season. Dvorak's a kid that only scored 14 points, however, against Century in that opener in WDA play on Tuesday night, where Century put it on the Midgets just a bit. For a player like that, what do you look for him to do tonight to try to respond, knowing that he's good for 30 a night, but he was held to 14 just 2 nights ago?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Dvorak is someone that Dickinson relies on. He's their leading scorer and a leader on the floor. But I think the biggest thing for me was contain Dvorak for Minot High. Obviously, he's gonna get us 20, but what you don't want to see if you're Minot High is to get that 30.
Well, it should be fun watching those two athletes here tonight. Boy, there's plenty more of these lineups for both teams. Both teams are jammed with kids that are going to get up and down the floor and score some buckets here tonight. When we come back, we'll talk to both coaches on what we can expect to see here tonight in the showdown on the PSP Network. Again, it's North Dakota High School basketball right here tonight with the Magi and Midgets from the Magic City. Don't go anywhere. Should be a fun night of hoops here on the PSP Network.
Top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Welcome back to our Shields pregame show. We're now joined by the Dickinson head coach, Mr. Dan Glaser, here in year number 8. First of all, Coach, how was the ride up to the Magic City?
Good. Those are good. A little chilly, but that's all right. No wind, so we can do it.
You guys come up to Minot after a loss earlier this week against a very tough Bismarck Century basketball team. Doesn't get much easier tonight with Minot High, but let's go back to Tuesday. How impressed were you with the way Century played and put up points that night?
I was extremely impressed. Playing in this league and having my father coach in this league before that, I've been around the WDA a long time, and I don't know if I've seen a complete team like that. They have length, they have shooters, unbelievable athletic ability, do it on both sides of the court. Obviously they got 2 Division I players and another D2, and who knows where Schaefer will end up, but they're a juggernaut, that's for sure, and they really showed it that night. And I think, we did a lot of things that we need to improve on too, but we didn't help ourselves out anyways, but they were very impressive, yes.
Touch on Minot a little bit in this matchup here tonight, and obviously Minot High's kind of got the same chemical balance there with some of the bigs that they have and some of the shooters from the outside. What's the game plan against the Magi here tonight, if you don't mind sharing?
We just have to work on our offensive spacing and movement. There's a lot of things, we just gave up way too many turnovers. We have to take care of the ball. Obviously, we have to rebound. Our lack of height is really going to be a focus point all season long, and but I think if we take care of the ball, we have some players that are skilled, so if we can take care of the ball, we'll be able to get a lot better shots, and I think it all starts there. And obviously we got to try and keep them off the boards. They're so aggressive and so big and athletic. I think there's a couple keys right there. Just taking care of the ball and rebounds are probably what we're going to be focusing on.
One of the guys we're looking forward to seeing tonight, obviously, Dvorak, and a special player that comes into tonight's matchup is a guy that wants to get back to that top of the list in the scoring chase in the WDA. What do you tell a kid like that after being shut down on Tuesday night, coming into another big-time matchup here tonight?
Have patience. He's going to draw a lot of attention. Obviously, we don't have a lot of other scoring coming back besides him, so teams are going to key on him. We know that. He's going to be out there. Obviously, he's going to be on the court, so don't force anything. Try to take the advantage that you can get, take advantage of it, and like I said, just have patience. And there's going to be times where he's got to get his other players involved. He's got to make the people around him better, and thank goodness he's very good at that. He just wants to win, and if he has to score 4 points to do that, that's what he'll do. If he has to score 40, that's what he'll do. So it's nice to have that mindset that he does have, but obviously a key is making the other guys better, getting the experience around them, and we got to do a better job of helping him out also.
Sure, appreciate your time. Best of luck here tonight.
All right, thank you, appreciate it.
That's Dan Glaser, the head coach of the Dickinson Midgets. When we come back, we'll talk to Dean Winchesky, the head coach of the Magi, here on our Shields pregame show.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Welcome back to our Shields pregame show. We're now joined by the Minot High head coach, Mr. Dean Winchesky. First things first, Friday night back at Magic City campus. How was this week for you? Obviously a pretty tough game with Williston, but you guys came out on top again.
Yeah, we were able to build a little bit of a lead, and then we got a little lax, and we were able to do enough to hold on. But I thought offensively we were good. We probably missed 20 points in layups and missed some free throws, so obviously stuff to clean up there. But a lot of stuff to clean up defensively, and a lot of it was schematic things, so it's things that we as coaches had to go back and look what we were doing and make some adjustments.
When you guys go to the drawing board and look at goals for a season, is scoring 100 a night, is that on that list?
No, we want to really, for us, it's defense. We think if we get over 65, we should win most games. Obviously, we needed to score a few more than that the other night. Part of that was tempo. Part of that is they played as fast as we did, so it was one of those games. But like I said, a lot of it was we just didn't take care of things that we needed to defensively. We trust our kids to be able to make plays and make some shots. So for us to be successful, it's defending and rebounding, and so that has to be a major focus for us.
Speaking of focuses tonight, a kid in Dvorak who's obviously the real deal. What do you do to shut him down here tonight?
Well, we gotta make him work to get the ball. We have to be sound and help. We got to get people to him in a hurry, and make him work for everything that he gets. You're not going to stop him. You're not going to shut him down. He's too good a player, and so our goal is to slow him down and then make everybody else have to work. And so, you know, I don't know if it's the easiest answer. I wish we could hold him to 0, but he's too good. And so really for us is we want to keep him under his average or near it and then really guard everybody else.
Final thing for you here tonight. I'm already sweating the way that I am. It's going to be an atmosphere again in here tonight. What does that crowd do for this basketball team and this program on Friday nights?
I've said it. We have the best crowd in the state. I mean, people come and watch us play, and it's electric in here. And I know our kids love it, and you know, people complain that we don't play at the Odd anymore. Well, this is our gym. This is where we practice. This is the high school. And so our kids want to be here, and it's an unbelievable atmosphere. We feel like it's a huge advantage for us, and so now we just got to go out and put out a good effort.
I'm going to go find John, see if he'll turn the AC on just up here for us.
No, we want that thing hot.
We appreciate you. Best of luck tonight.
All right, thanks.
That's Dean Winchesky, the head coach of the Magi. When we come back, we'll get set and ready for tonight's starting introductions with Eric Schaefer here on the PSP Network.
All right, bring it up. Come on. Someone's got to call a play. All right, let's go. I right, zoom, spider 2, Y banana. You don't like that one, okay. I right, 40 power?
No.
You don't want that one either? All right, go kick off. Get out of here, let's go.
First Western is your independent community bank with all the online conveniences you want and an experienced team you can count on. First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
If it's fire damage, Agent Fred Iron. From burnt to unburnt, he does that.
bless our servicemen and women. God bless our veterans. God bless America. Well, the color guard was here tonight for the salute to our country, the great United States of America. We're going to see a great showdown here tonight on a Friday night between the Magi from Minot High and the Midgets from Dickinson. Nick Holberg on the call alongside a former Miss Basketball, Holly Johnson. Here tonight, this is our Shields pregame show. Shields of Minot and Bismarck have everything you need for those Christmas lists. Shields offers clothing, footwear, and gear for all your passions. From fishing to fashion, Shields is dedicated to offering you the best retail experience. Shop online, shields.com. Well, let's take a look at the standings inside the WDA coming into tonight. Minot's at the top of the list. They're also ranked number 1 of the state of North Dakota. Century currently sits number 2 in the West region. They're ranked number 2. Mandan, Jamestown, and Legacy sit in the top 5. Legacy not yet to play a game of the WDA yet here this year. Same with Watford City and Turtle Mountain. They're in the middle of the pack. The Demons from Bismarck are 0-1 in the conference. St. Mary's dropped 1 as well. Dickinson 0-1 also, and the Williston Coyotes 0-1. Watford City's at Legacy tonight. Williston's at St. Mary's and Jamestown's at Bismarck. Let's send it down to Eric Schaefer for the official introductions. Starting lineups for tonight's showdown here on the PSP Network. Yeah, those starting lineups look like this. First for Dickinson, the Midgets go with Dvorak, Beal, Anace, Glasser, and Hauk. Dan Glasser in his 8th year as the head coach. There's the Midgets starting lineup for the Magi. They'll go with Morgan Nygaard, Derek Descent, Eric Wincheski, Logan Conklin, and Jager Gunville. Team that's going to be tough to beat here in 21-22. Time for tonight's keys to the game. They're brought to you by Northern Plains Heating and Air. For Minot High tonight, Holly, just think that the Magi have to shut down Alex Dvorak, a special player off to play at the University of Barrie next year, and a special dude that obviously can get up and down the floor. And for Dickinson, they just have to avoid those big runs here tonight. They can't get into a showdown here tonight with the Magi that's going to find themselves where they give up those big runs of 5, 6, 7 possessions in a row without scoring a basket. Then Minot High will make you pay here tonight. Underway from the Magic City. Minot High's in white tonight. Dickinson is in black this evening. Descent will start things off with a 3 attempt that was no good. Kid Nick Holberg and Holly Johnson on the call. While we work feverishly trying to make that scoreboard issue go away for us here tonight, there's a nationwide server problem with the score company that we use to keep the digital scoring. The hardware is all set up, just some technical issues tonight, so shortened pregame show. I haven't even got to talk to you yet tonight, Hojo. How are you doing here?
Well, I'm better now that I'm off mute. we both quit sweating. We're doing all right.
Sure appreciate you being here tonight. There's Dvorak. Uh-oh, he's going to throw that one up over into the section of students over on the far sideline. Minot High will get the ball back to inbound coming up here. Big thanks again to Shields. They brought you the pregame show here tonight. Shields of Minot and Bismarck bring you the pregame show each and every night on the PSP Network for North Dakota High School Hoops on the PSP Network. Be doing some shopping at Shields tomorrow for Christmas gifts coming up, as Santa's going to be coming pretty darn soon. Eric Descent with the first present of the night. He lays it up and in, and Descent's got his first 2 of the ball game. How do you shut down Derek Descent to the Magi? Is there a way to do that?
We talked about that last time, Nick, and I don't know that there's a way that you shut him down, but I think for opposing teams, your goal is to hold him to 20. But once he starts going off into 30, even 40 points, that's when you get into trouble because the rest of the Minot High team can contribute.
An ace is going to fire from deep. That one just off the mark. Comes back down to Wincheski, and Wincheski goes to work off to Gunville. Dribble drives into the lane. That ball's going to be touched by who last? It's going to be touched by the Magi. And we will see Dickinson get the ball back here. Perry Olson with the duties of officiating tonight, along with Matt Yale. Apologize, I don't know the third one.
I think that's our good friend Mike Holtz, former Minot State basketball coach.
Nice. Good crew tonight here in the Magic City. Nygaard stuffs him on the attempt there. Is trying to put that one up was Hauk. Comes to the set now, and he's going to send it off to the corner. Conklin, open three-land. Off the mark, gets his own rebound, goes up after it. No good there. Conklin's fouled. Foul's going to be on Alex Dvorak, his first personal. First team foul here on the Midgets tonight. Dickinson coming in at 1-1. They lost on the season to a tough Century team, and they got beat up pretty good, 94-58. There was 4 slam dunks in the first half of that basketball game, and Century was on a roll that night. Chuck Claremont and Todd Domrey's had a great call of that matchup on Tuesday. Their win on the season came in a non-conference affair. That was a matchup with Dawson County, Montana. They won 79-68. For the Magi team that comes into tonight averaging 97.5 points per night. Well, they've got wins against Devils Lake, 94-60 and 101-87 at Williston on Tuesday. Here's Descent. Shot came up, but Barry Olson had the whistle first. Foul's going to be on Descent, is that correct?
Looks like the foul's on Descent. I think that he was just aggressive going to the glass, and Perry saw something that Descent didn't, but he'll continue to crash the boards the rest of the night, I'm sure.
Here's Dvorak with the basketball. He'll go to work with it. Guarded here by Gunville. 2-0, Minot High on top early here tonight on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Ball's going to be handled here by the Midgets. They go to work with it. This is Oweji up top, who dropped it back off to Hauk. Minot High student sections at volume. Listen to this place come alive. Midgets throw it away, and that's going to bring the Magi fans to volume here again.
Nick, that's exactly what Dickinson doesn't want to do to start a game like this at Minot High. Minot High just feeds off the energy and the electricity of the crowd, and Dickinson needs to eliminate unforced turnovers and poor shots.
2-0 Magi on top here in the showdown tonight. Minot High is going to send Derek Descent to the free throw line, and Descent will shoot here for the Magicians, the North Dakota State University commit. He'll go on to play for the Bison coming up in a season. Descent's got the first 3 points of the night. He's got a field goal, and he's 1 for 1 from the free throw line. Good crowd on hand again here tonight at Magic City Campus's gymnasium. Descent's 2 for 2 here from the free throw line. This is Dvorak that goes to work with the basketball. 67 three-pointers last year for this young man, who's off to play at the University of Mary next season. Little floater, no good there. Gunville poked it away, comes back into the possession here for the Midgets on the far side. Double teamed up. And that double team's going to continue to work over on the far sideline. Then it went off a Nygaard. Dan Glasser's up on the sidelines, the Midget head coach. Not sure if he's yelling at his team here or the officials over on the far side. Holly, any idea?
You know, he's fired up about something, but I'm not entirely sure. I think it might be at his team, trying to fire him up here tonight.
Dvorak's got it here. He's going to pop from 3-land, no good. Off the mark, Wincheski's got it. And now Eric Wincheski goes to work. Wincheski off to Conklin. Now Nygaard, back up top it comes here for Derek Descent. He's going to turn and fire. Descent's got all the points so far in the ball game, and that's only 6 to report on the board right now. That's where the Magi lead, 6-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. 14-12 to play in the first half. Minot High on top.
Come from Vibetta Orthodontics. Vibetta Orthodontics is a certified Invisalign provider. Invisalign fits your budget and your lifestyle. Braces for children, teens, and adults with affordable monthly payments. Schedule your complimentary consultation and exam by logging on to VibettaOrthodontics.com or by calling 701-839-6010.
Great smiles come from Vibetta Orthodontics.
Remember where this goes?
I don't know.
Are you sure it was a clicking and not a zoom, zoom?
I think your quash litter bell's stuck.
Do you even have insurance? If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Well, we come back to the Magic City Campus Gymnasium off the timeout. To Tyrese and Ace has the first points of the ball game for the Midgets. He fires from three, landed, scores. 6-3. Magicians on top. Schaefer into the ball game for the Magi. Worked around the perimeter. Comes back away now here to the Magi, and it's Kaiser that's got it. Kaiser off to Gunville, then Gunville goes to work. Now to Sent. Schaefer again up top for Kaiser. Wincheski, this is way deep. Wincheski drains it for three. Eric Wincheski's first 3 points of the ball game. 9-3, Minot High leads on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. An ace drops it off here, up off the window and through. Points are there for number 33 for the Midgets, and scoring that one is Isaac Schulte. Going to be a stop on the play here. Matt Yale's got the call. 9-5, Minot leads on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Again, we do apologize tonight. We are aware of the issue with the score on the screen here this evening. We do apologize. Some things are just on our hands here on the PSP network, and that happens to be one of them. Minot High is going to inbound again here. Ball's going to be taken by Descent. He's going to fire from three, land. Descent off the front of the rim. Descent's got it back. He goes up. Fancy move. Descent puts it in and scores. And Derek Descent continues to tear here in this ball game. The confidence you have to drive the lane in that fashion, Holly. Obviously, not easy to come by. And right there, Derek Descent doing a nice job of going to the lane, crashing and scoring.
He did do a nice job crashing the boards, and it was unfortunate for Dickinson that they didn't find a body on him, right? They gave him too much space in the first place, allowing him to get that shot off. But then if he's going to miss the three-pointer, it's imperative for Dickinson to be able to get those rebounds, because the more second chance opportunities that Minot has, the more that will hurt the Midgets tonight.
Taken here by Dvorak. He lays it up and in, and Alex Dvorak scores. Dvorak's got his first 2 points of the contest, 11-7 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Conklin inside, off to Descent, and Descent starting to heat up now as Derek Descent has back-to-back buckets. 10 in the ball game for Derek Descent. 11:51 to play here this first half of basketball. That one's going to go on a play. It's off the Magi, and it will be Dickinson ball coming back here. Well, a big thank you to the UPS store located on South Broadway in Minot. The UPS store open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 7, and Saturdays, 8:30 to 3. The UPS store located in the Marketplace Foods Plaza for all your packing and shipping needs. UPS store brought you the opening tip-off here tonight. Roger Ward brings you the ball game tonight as well on the PSP network. Proudly helping the region with their moving and storage needs since 1942. Roger Ward Moving and Storage bringing you the showdown here tonight. Nygaard, quick break for the Magi. Nygaard in the lane, little floater, puts that one up, no good. Conklin after the board. He was unable to put it up through the bucket, and it comes back now for the Midgets, who go to work again on the offense. 11:22 to play here in the first half. And Ace has it again. Spins it out here. This time it's Oigi. Oigi drops it up top. 3 attempt off the mark. Shooting from deep was Beal. Ball's on the ground, and who's going to come up with it? Will be a jump basketball, and the Midgets have the arrow, so it will be Dickinson ball. Minot leading 13-7 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Both teams a little cold early on here tonight. What can you do as a player in that situation to try to warm up a bit? Obviously, the closer you're into the hoop, the better usually, but that's not always the case for those guards and the shooters from the outside either.
You know, a lot of times, just from a personal experience, coaches always told me to get going with a layup, get going with an easy jumper. Don't force anything tough. If you haven't made any shots from the outside, to go and take a tough jumper with contested is no good generally, and then it just affects you mentally later. So being able to capitalize on layups and offensive rebounds, I think is a good strategy.
Here's Dvorak. He's got a jump shot. That one misses as well. Gunville's got it again, and Gunville starts the rush for the #1 ranked team in North Dakota, the Magi. Gunville way deep downtown, no good. Conklin knocks the rebound out, back to Gunville, sends it inside. Here's a jump shot that's going to be blocked on the attempt coming there from Landon Bedell. Bedell had the opportunity, but he was fouled on the play. And the foul is on number 33. That's Isaac Schulte. First personal, fourth team foul here on the Midgets. Minot leading 13-7 as Bedell can't connect on that one as it's off the front of the rim. Well, Minot High in the most recent poll ranked number 1 again here for week number 2 of the polls. Bedell's got the second one. Minot leads 14-7 now. Number 1 of the most recent poll. Uh-oh, something's wrong with Derek Descent. He's grabbing that right arm, Holly, and left arm, and Descent is in all sorts of pain here for the Magi coming over to the near sideline. Minot High is going to be forced to take a timeout here. Hopefully Derek Descent's all right. Any idea what happened there?
I didn't see what happened, but that's definitely not what you're wanting to see right now if you're Dean Winchesky.
Well, Fred Spalding, the athletic trainer for Minot High from Trinity Sports Medicine, boy, does he do a good job. He's taking care of Descent right now. We'll keep an eye on that. Turnaround jump shot, Dvorak, yep. 4 points now for Dvorak here in the ballgame. 14 Minot High on top as Gunville goes to work. Over it comes down to Winchesky, back up to Conklin. Conklin's got it here. Here's the shot from outside the arc. Kisses the glass. I don't know if he called bank, but it's in as that one lands for Jack Kaiser. First 3 points of the night for him, and it's 17-9 Magi. It's always my shot, the game of horse.
I don't know if he called bank either by the way he was giggling down the floor.
Conklin's got it there after that shot was up and missing for the Midgets. Comes back away now to Winchesky. Winchesky's got it, tries to go up off the glass. No good here. And it's going to come back into the possession of the Magi. 17-9. Minot High leads this ball game here tonight on the PSP Network. Let's bring your little boy to work tonight, by the way, Holly. We had a little guest up here in the press box. Great to have my son Ike join us for some Magi basketball here tonight. Fortunately, I think the patience of the patience tank ran out for the little guy. 17-9, Minot High on top here on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. 9:35 remains here in this first half of basketball.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Well, we come back to the PSP Network. Minot High leading in this one by a score of 17-9 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. More action tomorrow on the PSP Network, by the way. Dickinson and Minot High come together. That will be a high school hockey showdown tomorrow night. It's actually tomorrow afternoon, 3:45 for the game time tomorrow. I'll have the call of that one on the PSP Network. Hope you join us for that, as the Magicians boys hockey team got a win last night, taking down Mandan by a score of 5-1. Winchesky misses his first from the free throw line here tonight. Second attempt for Winchesky is good, and Winchesky's got 4 now in the ballgame. 18-9, Minot High leads. Off to work comes an ace here for the Midgets. 7.3 points on average coming in for an ace. Nygaard takes it away, hustles down. How about that play? Kaiser picks up where Nygaard could not finish, and Kaiser's got 5 now in the ballgame.
What a great follow from Kaiser and an electric Energizer bunny almost coming off of the bench. You'd love to see that for Minot High.
Dvorak's going to fire from NBA range. He's fouled on the play. Falls on Gunville, and Gunville picks up his first personal. That will be the third team foul. Sends Dvorak to the free throw line. Broke 1,000 points this year. The opener of this 22-23 campaign. Dvorak goes 1 for 1 from the free throw line. He's got 5 now here. And the lead cut to 10 now as the Magi lead 20-10 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Dvorak's second attempt is good. Then he'll get the third one here as he was shooting from 3 land. Descent checks back in for the Magi. So left arm, left hand, something was an issue for him when he went onto the Minot High bench. Let's see if that plays a factor here as Dvorak perfect from the free throw line. He's going 3 for 3 there on that trip. He goes 3 for 3 on that trip, I should say. Wincheski with the basketball off to Schaefer. Back to Wincheski now. Sends it in here to Descent. Descent turnaround. He's blocked in the paint. And Descent's fouled in the play. David Glosser, second personal. Puts Derek Descent to the free throw line. Here for the Magi, leading all scorers so far here tonight. Can't get that one to drop in as he misses his first shot from the free throw line tonight. 10 so far tonight for the NDSU commit.
Checking in for the Midgets, number 21, Ethan Crow.
Fun talking with Dean Wincheski tonight in the coach's corner. Also Dan Glosser, we appreciate his time here tonight. That one for Descent's good, by the way. 21-12, Magi are on top. Fun having those conversations with those guys. The conversation with Dean Wincheski about them turning on the air conditioner inside of the press box area here at the gym, that got quite the rise out of him. He's always in just such a great mood coming into these matchups every night. That could change in a quick hurry depending on how the Magicians come out of the gate, however. Nygaard's got it back off to Wincheski here. Nygaard again. Inside down to Descent. Descent into the paint. Waits, puts it up, gets his own rebound. Descent back up with it, and Descent scores again. And Derek Descent continues to be a man amongst boys inside the paint again tonight.
Nick, you talk about how you defend Derek Descent, and what you can see Minot High is doing tonight is posting him up on the block. They've got a significant height and size advantage, Derek does, over anybody that Dickinson has put on him so far. So it'll be interesting to see if they make any adjustments here in the first half or even towards halftime.
Dvorak to inbound the basketball here. 23-12, Minot High on top here in the showdown tonight on the 9th of December, 2022. Christmas time right around the corner. Here's Dvorak, step back 3 ball. That one rolled in, then out. Then it's taken here by Bedell. He goes to Wincheski, and Wincheski goes to work for the Magi. Schaefer off to the corner. Nygaard hits for 3, and Morgan Nygaard's got his first points of the ball game. Fun player to watch, a Nygaard. Not really known for the points that he puts up. He averaged 7.9 per year last year, which, oh, by the way, is still quite a few inside of WDA basketball. Here's Wincheski to the other end of the floor, lays that one up and in. And Wincheski had the option to Bedell, made the fake and lays it up and in. But back to Nygaard, when you talk about a kid that averages 7.9 coming into his senior season, more impressively is just the command he has of the court to the way that he plays. An ace drains another 3-pointer. That floor general, such an important position in this game. You were more of an inside player, one of the bigs, correct? Even at the college level, or no?
Yeah, inside out. You know, you talk about a floor general, and it's so interesting how different floor generals, as we're talking about, can be big-time scorers, or they can be the 7.9s, but they're still really important to have on the floor because you got to have someone that everybody's looking to when times get tough, and someone to look to for some energy.
Look at that wide open look. I might have been able to score that one. Holly Nygaard puts it up and in. He's got 5 now. The Magi lead 30-14.
Nick, I've seen you play horse in your garage. I don't know if you could have even made that one.
Well, the challenge is on, my friend. Here's a 3 attempt coming from Keaton Crow. That one off the mark. 30-14. Minot leads on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. We're down to 6:08. Playing the first half. Nygaard has the charge. Has the offensive, and then Nygaard's going to get teed up as well after. as the offensive foul on Nygaard. And if it isn't going to be any more fun after getting teed up that way, all of a sudden Nygaard's got to go talk to Dean Winchesky after that. That sends Dvorak down to the free throw line for the freebies here on the technical on Nygaard. Here's Dvorak, sinks it. Perfect from the free throw line here. He's 4 for 4 in the ball game. He's got 8 total so far. Second one for Dvorak is good.
Check it into magicians, number 3, Jack Kaiser, number 22, Keaton Rankin.
Perry also, when he looks for that technical foul or sees that technical foul there, that could basically be the reaction or the words that come out of Nygaard's mouth. Is that fair?
Yeah, essentially, and I think it's all in the eye of the beholder when it comes to emotional reaction from a player, right? I think those calls are challenging to make, and he feels like he made the right call.
Perry, one of the best in the area as far as officials are concerned. This is a great crew tonight of officials on the floor. These guys ref plenty of college-level basketball. Winchesky dishes off here. Ranky's into the ballgame for the first time tonight. Kaiser open for 3, feeling it no good. Comes away down here to Ranky, puts it up. But the foul was charged on the Magi first before that shot was let go. And it's on Bedell. Bedell's going to be charged with his first personal. 17 falls on the Magi. They lead 31-16 with 5:45 left here in this first half. Just a note for all you Magi basketball fans out there, Tuesday's game against St. Mary's has officially been changed to Monday night. The boys and girls doubleheader will take place on Monday instead of Tuesday due to the weather that's possibly coming our direction. Schulte's got his first 2 of the ball game. Now Winchesky going to work here, drops it back off to Ranky up top. Winchesky, that one's going to be short. Conklin saves it. Who does it touch? It does touch a midget player, says Perry Olson. Dvorak and Perry have a conversation there, but it will be Minot High basketball. Nice play, Conklin.
Nick, you talk about Nygaard, who doesn't maybe get a lot of credit or scoring recognition. I think Conklin is another one of those guys. I think that he plays a really big role for Minot High, and obviously the talent of Derek Doucette sometimes overshadows him, but don't be mistaken that Conklin is a force to be reckoned with too, averaging 7 a game, and he can go off at any night too, but he makes a lot of really big plays on both ends of the floor.
Here's Gunville. He goes to work off to Kaiser. Inside, and Doucette's going to be fouled on the play as Owigi was on top of him. Owigi's going to be charged with the foul. 6-foot-tall junior Owigi. Dickinson's big issue coming into tonight's matchup and what they're going to be up against inside the WDA all year, Holly, I think is fair to say that the size differential on the bigs just isn't there. The tallest player in their lineup, in their starting core, is Dvorak at 6'1", and you see that coming true right there as Doucette goes up and scores again after he gets back-to-back rebounds and puts home another bucket. They lead 32-18 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
You're spot on a lack of size for Dickinson, but something that they really need to hone in on is eliminating those second and third chance opportunities. Derek Doucette, they hold him to scoreless at the free throw line, but then they let him get 2 O-boards to follow, so there's really no win.
There's a rebound for the Midgets. That one's up and in. Owigi's going to score his first 2 points of the game. Minot High leads by 12 at 32-20. 4:20 ticks away here in the first half of basketball. Minot ranked number 1 in the state. Show you that poll at our break here tonight. To get a look at the girls' poll as well. That shot was off the mark. Here comes Dvorak now, and Dvorak has a little dribble drive. They're going to say that he carried the basketball. Well, Minot High's been a little cold here tonight, it just seems, here in this showdown. Could say Dickinson the same thing. Minot High up to 32 points right now in the ball game. We asked Dean Winchesky that earlier on tonight to the coach's corner about, does Minot High expect to be putting up close to 100 tonight? And he said defensively is what they're really worried about. The defense is what wins you championships. And in the nutshell of that conversation back, it's a Magi team that averages 97 a night through 2 games right now, Holly, but they're also giving up 73 on average per game, and a number that I'm sure that the Magi staff would like to change. Nygaard's down, he's hurt. There's a 3 attempt. Dvorak nails it for 3, and Nygaard's gonna be on the floor here. He's still in all sorts of pain, and that's gonna bring a stop to the play here. Man, you hate to see it. Nygaard, he's a tough kid, but he's on the floor here after looks to be a left lower body injury there.
Looked like he was holding his left ankle, and he's got some tape. You hope that that's just for
precautionary measures, for sure. Hopefully he'll be all right. Gunville's got it here. Off to Winchesky. Up top it went for Schaefer. Now Gunville's back with it. This is Gunville, rolls it up, no good. And we go back the other way now here for the Midgets, where it's taken here by Ouija. Down to 3 minutes, 6 seconds to play here in the first half of basketball. Minot High on top, 32-23, but the Midgets cutting in to the Magi lead. They try for more now as Dvorak launches with Conklin on top of him. Here comes Dissett. And Dvorak not impressed with the foul that he was just charged with as Dissett got through him. And then Dvorak wanted to talk to Perry Olsen about it.
tough to have him sitting on the bench for the next 3 minutes with 3 fouls and then entering the second half in foul trouble. You hope that that doesn't inhibit his ability to be aggressive on the offensive end when these 3 minutes are up and they come back for a second half of basketball.
Well, we talked about that as our key to the game here tonight for the Magi, containing Dvorak, and that's one way to do it, is to play aggressively enough to get him into foul trouble. That's where he's at right now. As you mentioned, 3 on him, and he's probably going to be there for the rest of this first half, I would have to assume. Gunville open, 3-land, you betcha. Minot High calls the timeout after Gunville drains one from downtown. His first points of the contest. The Magi lead 35-23 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
Stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7, pressure, points, yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's a spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Finding the right bank can be transformative for your small business. The best bank for your business will offer competitive fees and so much more. At BNC National Bank, our team is proud to offer you a helpful, supportive, above and beyond banking relationship. Starting to stress about the complexities of qualifying for a small business loan? BNC can guide you through the process with much less stress and likely far more success. Speak to one of our team members today.
Minot High leads 35-23 on the PSP network, a BNC National Bank scoreboard. 2:40 left in this first half. We do apologize for our technical issues here tonight with our scoring system. Had the same issue in Bismarck last night with the Bismarck broadcast. We'll hopefully have that fixed by tomorrow afternoon, I would have to assume, hopefully. Schaefer's got his first 2. 37-23, Minot on top, spin move in the lane. Minot High dominating the board category here tonight. Schaefer's got another one, but it's going to go on a bounce on him, and it will be Dickinson basketball. Big thanks tonight to our friends at Hub International Insurance. Call Hub International Insurance today for all your personal and business insurance needs. Hub International Insurance is a North American insurance brokerage that's known for being the leading North American insurance brokerage. Contact Josh Cattell or Michael Borman at Hub International Insurance for your personal and business insurance needs. 355-3100. It's Hub International Insurance. Foul was charged on the Magis. Keaton Ranke, that's his first personal. Fourth team foul on the Magicians. No good from the free throw line that time from Luigi. It's going to be a jump basketball coming here. The Midgets have the arrow again. Both teams in the bonus. Fouls are 9-8. Midgets have one more than the Magi here in this first half. Midget ball. Inbounding here for Dickinson. This is Keaton Crow. Then Ranke's run into it. This is a little bit of a rough and tumble contest early on here tonight. Not quite prison rules yet inside the Magic City campus gymnasium, but it's had its elements of physicality early on here in this West Region showdown, and you're going to expect that probably as a Magician, knowing that you've got the #1 stamp on your back. That would be a fair statement, wouldn't it?
Target on your back, for sure. It's kind of funny, back in my day, the student section was always wearing Winchesky's old outfit with the sweat towel from his old stomping grounds, and we would go to Dickinson. Always a chippy matchup.
Winchesky drains one for three, and Winchesky's got another three-pointer. He's got 9 in the ball game. Well, Holly referring to Dean Winchesky, former coach of the Dickinson Midgets, 15 years total as a head coach, 6 state titles altogether. Had 2 of them down at Dickinson. Off the glass, no good. That was Schaefer that went down to the floor. Schaefer went down hard. Ranke was on the floor as well. As this one, kind of like the hockey game we may see tomorrow when the Midgets and Magi get together again at the Mesa Arena tomorrow at 3:45. The mentality when you get into games like this where it gets to be a little bit physical, you have to be smart, but you still have to walk that fine line and play that same caliber, or else you'll get beat up fairly well, I would have to assume. Three-pointer, no good. Conklin up after it. Boards out of there for the Midgets, and it's Beal that's got it. Somehow Schaefer's away with it. Goes back to Winchesky. Off to Ranke, and Ranke's going to be pushed from behind, and he's fouled. 80 seconds left here in the first half. Minot leads 40-23 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. And the foul's going to be charged here on Hubert Niambona. And Niambona's got his first 10th team foul. Ranke from the free throw line scores his first point to the night. Here at the Serve Pro free throw stripe tonight, Serve Pro 24/7 emergency service trained technicians. Advanced training for fire and water cleanup and restoration at Serve Pro. Ranke 2 for 2. Points on the other end of the floor are there as Beal's got his first 2 of the ball game. It was Luigi, actually. I apologize. Thank you. Schaefer inside. Final minute of play here in the first half. Foul on the play. Crow was charged with his first personal. Wanted high in the bonus. That's the 12th foul here on the Midgets in this first half. Bedell misses the first one. He's now 1 for 2 here. 1 for 3 in the ball game. 6'5" sophomore misses the second one as well. Final 50 seconds here in the first half. It's going to be a foul charged on the Magi coming up here.
Number 42, Landon Bedell. That's his second personal.
Bedell's second personal. 19 fouls now on the Magi. Well, big thanks again to Planet Pizza. They bring you the showdown here tonight. They can bring you dinner as well. Planet Pizza has been proudly serving the Magic City for over 25 years. the largest laser tag playground in the region. Mouth-watering pizza and chicken wings. They also have that 30-inch pizza called the Galactic. Planet Pizza is out of this world. 701-852-1700. Planet Pizza will deliver for you here tonight. Owen Bittner's got his first points of the ball game. 42-27. Minot leads here in this first half. It's a physical showdown here.
It certainly is. You can tell by the scoreboard under fouls. Both teams almost in double bonus tonight.
30 seconds remains here in this first half as Reinke goes to the free throw line. Reinke sinks that one, and Reinke's 3 for 3 now from the charity stripe. 5'3" senior guard. Got to ask, have you ever had the Blue Buffalo pizza from Planet Pizza?
It's my favorite.
Isn't that good?
Mouth-watering.
We might have to order one of those here tonight. That is some fantastic stuff. 44-27. Minot leads. All right, kids, get ready to count them down. We're down to the final 16 seconds here in the first half. Here's a nice look inside. Beals off the glass and in, and Drew Beals got his first 2 of the game. Ball inbounded there from Kaiser. Threw it over the hand of Winchesky. On a play it went. And Dickinson gets the ball back here with 6.5 seconds remaining in this first half. 44-29, Minot leading on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Here's the inbound play coming with 6.5 seconds remaining in the half. Kicked up top, away to Houck. Houck back up. Here's a 3 attempt at the buzzer. That one just missed. Ayabona just missed on the opportunity there. Well, we've reached our halftime here tonight on the BSP Network. Midgets with 29 on the board through the first half of basketball. The Magi have mustered up 44 here in the showdown. Minot High was a bit cold to start here tonight. They certainly found a way here in the late portion of that first half. They're off and running again. The #1 team in the state of North Dakota has the lead, 44-29 at the halftime. It's brought to you by Premier Chiropractic. Come back for our halftime break in just a moment on the PSP Network. The first half stats when we return.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
Are you moving your business or your home across the town or across the country? We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
I'm a grateful person on a lot of levels. I've been given so many great opportunities. But most of all, even as a little kid, I was taught a set of values. Like tools for life, hard work, responsibility, and the key to making it all work, commitment.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
Ackerman Esvold, your neighbors, friends, and family who are working for you. The local team with local availability and accountability for all of your engineering, architecture, environmental, transportation, and land development needs. Your project can rely on Ackerman Esvold. Find them online at ackermanesvold.com. When you start your project, talk with Ackerman Surveying and Associates. Our experienced surveying team guides you in the right direction with planning, platting, and lot and boundary surveys. The trusted name in land surveying, the trusted name in architecture and engineering is Ackerman Surveying and Ackerman Esvold. Find them at ackermanesvold.com.
what you're witnessing actually happens. This is a sad story about bad math.
Bad math?
Does your online company include mounting?
You can't beat the online pricing.
When you add the mounting, the shipping, and all the extras, it's just simple math. We guarantee the lowest prices. Our Plus plan is simply better, a less expensive way to buy tires. Thinking tires? Think Tires Plus.
This broadcast on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
Here we go, where they get it into Doppler up the near side. 3, 2 second, 1 second. Doppler rises, right wing, 3, bingo! Oh! Anthony Doppler wins it at the buzzer! Oh! Are you kidding me? He turns, he fires, and he buries it!
This broadcast on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
Great smiles come from Vibetta Orthodontics. Vibetta Orthodontics is a certified Invisalign provider. Invisalign fits your budget and your lifestyle. Braces for children, teens, and adults with affordable monthly payments. Schedule your complimentary consultation and exam by logging on to VibettaOrthodontics.com or by calling 701-839-6010.
Great smiles come from Vibetta Orthodontics.
In southwestern and south central North Dakota, on any given day at any given moment, a Dakota Community Bank and Trust customer is logging in or signing on to do their online or mobile banking. We believe that community banking can blend both the past with down-home customer service in-house and the future with modern banking conveniences and technology for our customers anywhere, like here or here, all while honoring our long-standing tradition of community-first oriented banking here at Dakota Community Bank and Trust.
Many of our clients come to us already accomplished in their lives and on the right track. However, whether it's in response to a life-changing event or you are nearing retirement, you can sleep well knowing that together we have planned for both life's opportunities and challenges. And no matter what happens, we are here to help guide you.
Back to the Magic City Campus Gymnasium. We've reached halftime here tonight. Minot High leads 44-29 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. BNC National Bank. Locations throughout North Dakota and Arizona. BNC National Bank provides you with banking and wealth management services for your business and family. Visit BNC Bank online today, bnc.bank. It is our Premier Chiropractic halftime report, premierchiropracticnd.com. Check them out online. That's our family's choice for chiropractic care in the Magic City. Dr. Kirk Mason, Dr. Cody Haugen, and Dr. Becky Perry-Domries can be found at premierchiropracticnd.com. Nick Holberg alongside former Miss Basketball Holly Johnson here for the call tonight. Holly, your thoughts on that first half? It was a little bit of a rough and tumble matchup in the first half. Minot High found a way to come out on top 44-29 at the break.
It was extremely aggressive and kind of a chippy match with with over 20 fouls between the two teams. But you could tell that Dickinson missed Dvorak those last 3 minutes when he was called with his third personal. And then Minot High just kind of stepped up when Dissett was unavailable for them for a little bit. But he still stepped up, and he's in double digits. And Minot High's looking really tough right now.
In this second half, is there any corrections that Dan Glosser can make for his basketball team to try to get out of here with the win tonight in region play? Obviously, they're up against a pretty big hill, down by 15 at the break.
Two things that he can really focus on with his team, and I'm sure he did in the locker room, is to control the glass. They have to eliminate the second and third chance opportunities that Minot High's been having in the first half, and then keep their unforced errors to a minimum. There's a couple times that they just gave the ball up, and easy turnovers lead to easy shots for Minot High, and they don't need any more of those against them if you're a midget.
For the Magi, Dean Winchesky's crew, they're looking to move to 3-0 on the season and win 10 straight, dating back to last year where they ran to a state championship. They're 19th of all time. What do you think the message from Dean is here to start the second half?
I think you control the tempo, right? There's really not a whole lot that Minot needs to fix. They could, I think everyone can control or eliminate unforced errors, but I think control the tempo and play their game.
Well, teams are done warming up. We're just about set, ready for our second half of basketball here on the PSP Network tonight. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on YouTube. You can also like and follow us on all social media platforms. By doing so, you help promote local athletes. That's our mission at the PSP Network. Again, and like and follow on PSP Network social media platforms. Stay up to date with all things high school athletics in North Dakota. PSP Network, where it's always game day. As promised, we told you we'd take a look here tonight at the new poll that came out inside of North Dakota high school basketball earlier on this week. Let's take a look at that poll right now. Minot High still on the top of the list inside of North Dakota high school basketball, according to the media around the state of North Dakota. Got that poll somewhere here, Holly. I'm telling you, I don't know where she went to here. There it is.
Did Ike delete it?
There it is. We got it now. Minot, Century and Century, Davies and Davies at the top of the list inside of North Dakota high school basketball for Class A here this year. Legacy climbs up into the top 5 for the boys. Red River moves to number 4. Fargo falls out of the top 5. That's Fargo North. Red River and West Fargo into the poll, but they're in different positions this week, as is Davies on the girls' side. Minot High girls are just off and rolling again here this year. A Minot High girls team that is going to be tough to beat down the stretch, setting a record for all-time points in a matchup, 107 in their opener against West Fargo, the number 5 ranked team of the state about a week ago to the day. Those are some numbers that just blow your mind, don't they?
They sure do. I'm really excited to watch that girls team this year and see what they're all about.
Well, just about set for our second half of hoops tonight here on the PSP Network. Thanks again for joining us tonight here for the showdown. Nick Holberg and Holly Johnson on the call. Minot's in white, Dickinson's in black. We're underway for the second half. Good crowd on hand here tonight. Good crowd on hand here tonight at Magic City Campus's gymnasium for the showdown. Seen a back and forth matchup. Here's your first half stats real quick. Leading all scorers here tonight is Derek Dissett. He's got 15. For Minot High, next in line with 9 is Winchesky. 5 aside for Kaiser and for Nygaard. Here's Dissett going up, looking for more, and 1. Dissett scores again to start the second half. Ranke's got 4, 3 for Gunville, 2 for Schaefer, and 1 for Bedell. Alex Dvorak, surprise, surprise, leads the Midgets. He's got 12 in the first half. 2 for Beal, 6 for an ace, 4 for a Ouija, 1 for Hauk, 2 for Bittner, and Schulte has 2 here tonight as well. Off to work with the ball now. The Midgets take it to Dvorak again, and Dvorak fires in motion. There's going to be a foul in deep. It's not an easy shot to convert on when you're not having your feet planted that way, Holly, but Dvorak's a player that really has kind of perfected that here in his high school campaign.
He's a really fun player to watch, really athletic, and he's got a lot of moves up his sleeve.
Ball's going to be put back into play here by the Magi. It's Winchesky that handles here. He's across the timeline with it, goes back over to Nygaard, and Nygaard sends it around to Gunville now. 17 minutes, 14 seconds left here in this regulation time tonight. That one's going to fall in. Shot from the corner, Nygaard. That wasn't the prettiest shot we've ever seen, but it found its way through the hole. Dvorak again. Dvorak continues. He's got 14 now in the ball game. He's going to be up for the Region Player of the Year, Senior Athlete of the Year, I'd have to think. Probably have to think the Descent will be in that conversation as well, as those guys go back to back with points on the board, and that time a three-pointer for Derek Descent. 21 for him now in the ball game. Is anybody going to slam dunk it tonight? That's the question here at Magic City campus. See more dunks in the WDA this year than I can recall seeing in all my time growing up watching high school hoops. There's a three-pointer from an ace again. That's his third 3 of the ball game, 9 for him. Not saying that dunks didn't happen, but back in my time, in my high school days, early 2000s, Holly, it was a lot more of a rarity than it is now, where teams just seem to have players that are going to put the ball in many different ways, including the two-handed and one-handed jams that we've seen so far this year between Century and Minot High so far on the PSP network, and the 2 games that we've broadcasted so far this year for high school basketball season. What is that? Everybody just learned what Wheaties was. Second generations of that? Is it the off-season training? Any idea where you could pinpoint that?
You know, you talk about dunks, but you even look at girls basketball too, has really elevated over the last decade, even certainly the last 20 years. And I think a lot of it attributes to more kids playing more AAU basketball, traveling, playing against tougher competition, and older kids that have the athleticism to do that.
Gunville Berries from downtown. He's got 6 here. They're going to count the bucket. Dan Glosser wants to talk things over. Conklin was charged for the foul. Gunville nailed it from downtown, then Conklin was charged after. Kind of a weird sequence of events there. Glosser was arguing the fact that that was a foul on Conklin. How did the bucket count for Gunville, I do believe. Here's Dvorak. He's going to stop and pop for 3, and Dvorak's got another three-pointer. And Dickinson's going to call a timeout after Dvorak buries another one here in the second half, leading the scorers in the second half of play. He and Descent, each with 5 in the second half. 55-37. Minot leads. Dickinson here with 15:26 to play in our second half of basketball.
Shots, honestly, it's just the shots came to me. Derek and Eric especially had some great drives, you know, which led to some great kicks. Shout out to them. You know, it feels good.
For you to come out here from a defensive effort against Eagle staff, I mean, you're way smaller than him. Obviously, I mean, how did you get yourself pumped up for that?
Well, you know, Coach has a thing that says height doesn't measure heart, and I strongly believe in that. You know, I got the heart, and it doesn't matter if I got the height or not.
Love that line. Good luck next week.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, great job. I don't have the height, but I got the heart. That was a pretty cool sign right there by Jagger Gunville. Back up to you guys.
Yes, and now
55-37, Minot High on top. 15:22 to play here in the second half of basketball tonight, live from the Magic City Campus Gymnasium. Nick Holberg and Holly Johnson on the call tonight. Thanks for joining us here on the PSP Network. Winchesky off to Nygaard. He thought about it. Sends it inside Conklin, who's been held off the score sheet here tonight. Other than the foul that he's got to his name. This is Dvorak up off the window, couldn't get it to roll. An ace rebound, puts it up and in. And an ace has his first field goal that isn't from outside the three-point line here tonight. He's got 11 now in the ball game. Wincheski again. Off to the set. Stops in the lane, just waits for it, then unloads. Hit the front of the rim, rebound pulled out of there by the Midgets. They go to work now with David Glasser. Kicked it away to the near side. Dvorak guarded by Conklin up top. Here's Dvorak. He's going to drive in. He had company from Conklin. Didn't get the shot to fall. Comes back to him now, and Dvorak goes again. Dvorak this time left-handed up and in. And Dvorak shows why he's going to be a Marauder at the University of Mary next season.
Nick, you can see the last couple possessions Dickinson has been picking up Minot high full court, and it's nothing crazy. It's not a press to get them to turn it over or to get up in their shorts really, but it's just to slow them down and take some time off the clock. You can see there's already 14 seconds on the shot clock, and they haven't really gotten to their offense.
Here's Descent into the lane. He's going to go up, somehow puts it in. Derek Descent scores, and then he's fouled. Such an impressive player inside the paint. His decision-making and his ability under that pressure to find the right move without traveling and to be able to find a way to not get completely stuffed every single time is one thing. The second is the finish that he's able to put on that basketball and get it to fall each and every time. It seems that he's down in deep like that, and he continues to impress us here in his senior season. He's got 3 more on that trip on the old-fashioned three-point play. Dvorak step back, he's blocked. Conklin stopped him. Uh-oh, here comes Conklin, clear the runway. Here Conklin's up, oh, he went to dunk it. Couldn't quite pull it down, and Conklin wants that one back. Well, he just got done with the block on one end. Went up after it on the other. Descent comes up to him. Double D's got a little smile on his face and taps him on the back and says, that's all right, man. Conklin not impressed with not being able to slam it down there. However, he's still all right with a 58-41 advantage here in this showdown with 13-19 left here in the second half. Conklin can throw the ball down with ease. Got to keep in mind he's had some duties here tonight, especially with some of the guarding duties he's had here on Dvorak in this showdown. Glosser's got his 4th personal. Gunville animated after an ace tried to help him up. Glosser's going to have to take a seat here because Glosser again in foul trouble. One of the 5 starters tonight for the Midgets. He's up to 4 right now. Team falls at 6. And Minot leads in this one by 17.
It's almost to be expected that he's going to be in foul trouble tonight, having the matchup of Descent, but he's really given it his all, and I hope that we'll see him on the floor sooner rather than later.
Kaiser comes back in, now Schaefer. Well, we talked to Dan Glasser before the game tonight. We talked about the matchup with Century, and I asked him how impressed he was with the Patriots on how they just rolled on Tuesday night. I mean, they rolled big time. They scored 94. Dickinson was only able to, in that matchup, put up 58 in the showdown. And talked about how impressive they were and asked him about the matchup here tonight against this Minot High team where it doesn't get any easier. Minot High's ranked number 1, Century's ranked number 2, and those are the clear-cut favorites inside of the state right now. Talked about that, and knowing that the depth and the height for the Midgets is the factor and the X factor in these showdowns. A guy like Dvorak leaned on to do quite a bit. Look at him do it here. He puts it up off the glass and in, and Dvorak scores more. He's going to continue to lead the charge here for the Midgets, not only tonight but for the rest of the season. But right now, it's a Minot High team that has Dickinson on the ropes here, 58-43, and they score 2 more as Descent's up and in with another.
It would certainly be nice for Dickinson to be able to have a couple other kids that can step up and average even that 10 and 12 range, but I think it's something to consider for them is that they are playing the top 2 teams in the state.
Hard collision underneath the paint and right onto the tailbone. It looked going down hard there for the Midgets. That might be a hand for Schulte instead. It's been a physical ball game here tonight, more than maybe we expected. We talked about that last week when Minot High played Devils Lake to open up the season. A conversation with the Devils Lake head coach of just how rough and physical the WDA is compared to the quote-unquote finesse league that is the EDC. We're seeing that firsthand here tonight.
Bodies have been on the floor, and I think that we will see that a lot with these Minot High matchups. As you mentioned earlier, they've got a target on their back, and rightfully so. They've earned that, and I think they're going to see a lot of physicality from other matchups and other teams throughout the season.
Free throw line and converting there is Isaac Schulte. He's got 3 points now in the ball game. Keep in mind, more action tomorrow on the PSP Network. Dickinson is in town at the Mesa Arena to take on the Minot High Magicians. That's a 3:45 puck drop. I'll have the call for you tomorrow on the PSP Network. Looking forward to that showdown. Minot High trying to remain unbeaten in WDA hockey. Midgets are going to come to town. They've got some solid players in their own right. Good coaching with Dallas Kuntz, the head coach of the Midgets. Could be a good one tomorrow. Join us at 3:15 for the Shields pregame show. 60-44, Minot on top in this one. When Chesky tried to put it up, he was unable to convert. An ace with the basketball. An ace hits the brakes, kicks it back up top. Dvorak. Dvorak lays it up and in, got over the top of Kaiser. Dvorak now has 23 in the ball game.
He's a tough guard with a really quick first step.
Up top, it's taken here by Kaiser. Dvorak took it from him, and now Dvorak goes one-on-one against Schaefer, lays it up again, and Alex Dvorak filling up the score sheet here tonight. 60-48 on the PSP Network and BNC National Bank scoreboard. Dvorak cruising. Minot High still on top, however. 60-48 with 10:57 left here in our second half of basketball.
Many of our clients come to us already accomplished in their lives and on the right track. However, whether it's in response to a life-changing event or you are nearing retirement, you can sleep well knowing that together we have planned for both life's opportunities and challenges. And no matter what happens, we are here to help guide you.
Are you moving your business or your home across the town or across the country? We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
12-point ball game here with 10:40 remaining in our second half of basketball. Kind of at a pivotal point right now in the showdown as Minot High's got the ball here with Dissent. Turnaround jump shot. Dissent had to get it off before the shot clock put that play to a close. He did, but he missed. Dickinson's not dead in the water yet here, Holly. There's plenty of time left. Do they need points right now to make a few stops here in your mind?
Points like that are sure nice to come by Dvorak, but I think for Dickinson, again, it goes back to keys of the game and halftime notes. Control the glass, eliminate second and third chance opportunities, and they're seeing the fruits of their loom right now.
15 in the second half here for Alex Dvorak. He's certainly been the top of the list here tonight as he cuts the lead down to 10 here in the showdown. Kaiser outside on the wing, goes back over now here to Winchesky from Nygaard. Winchesky misses. Dissent's got it again. Dissent back up top. Kaiser's going to fire again. Kaiser misses. Board pulled down by Dvorak, and here comes the All-State player. He'll stop and pop. Dissent took it from him. Kaiser gets it here, and Kaiser's going to look for the outlet, finds Conklin. Here's Conklin. Not on the score sheet yet here tonight. To Winchesky, now to Dissent. Dickinson filled it up here tonight per usual. He goes up. Ball spins off his hands, gets his own rebound, then he's fouled. 25 so far of the night here for Derek Dickinson. Foul was charged on Isaac Schulte. Fourth team foul on Schulte. They've got a few in foul trouble here, including Damon Glasser. Dvorak with 3 as well, so he's in trouble also here with some time remaining. Dickinson from the line sinks another one. First team All-State, first team All-West Region player, Derek Dickinson. 36 the opening night, 32 on Tuesday. If you could finish with 30 or more each and every night, you know you're doing something special, especially in this league.
Not only can he score in all areas of the court too, but he's got great court awareness. The last 2 possessions he had 2 kickouts, then he goes down on defense, he gets a block shot, now he gets an offensive rebound, he gets to the free throw line. He's all over the place. He's not just one-dimensional, he's 3D. He's a great player.
Handled here now by the Midgets. They go to work with Oweji. Oweji looking for the outlet. Finds it here and into the paint goes Niembona. Niembona puts it up and scores. Nygaard has it now. Now Schaefer, 10-point lead, 62-52. Minot High on top of the showdown. Dickinson steps back, stops and pops. Minot High student section at volume here. That ball's going to be tossed away, and Ace throws it over to the far side, goes off the fingertips there of Keaton Crow. Minot High gets a freebie. By the way, we want to thank our friends at the UPS store located on the South Broadway Marketplace Foods Plaza location for bringing you the ball game here tonight. UPS store open Monday through Saturday for your convenience. It's the UPS store for all your packing and shipping needs, perfect around holiday time. The UPS store, proud supporter of North Dakota High School athletics. Gunville from Dickinson, little floater, that one missed. Conklin's got it here, and Conklin's fouled in the play. He'll go to the free throw line. Minot High just seems to be a bit cold here tonight. Is that fair to say in this showdown, or is that maybe not?
I just don't think they've quite hit their stride. I think with Derek Dickinson out for a little bit in that first half, shook them a little bit. It's been extremely physical too. Then if they're seeing that night in and night out, they're getting tired.
Third personal charge to Niembona. Conklin scores his first. And Conklin goes 2 for 2. Inside they work now here to Beal. 7:58 to play here in this matchup, and an ace is going to fire for 3. He's got another one. That's 4 here in the ballgame tonight for an ace, and the lead is at 66-55. Minot High on top. Conklin in the paint. Now he's getting it going. Conklin puts it up, nothing but net, and he's got 4 here in the second half. And the Magi lead 68-55 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
Fire damage, Agent Fred Iyer. From burnt to unburnt, he does that.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
$68-55. Minot High's got the lead. They've been in charge here tonight for the majority of this one. Since early on in the first half, they haven't looked back. But, Holly, this is one of those turning point times in the game right here.
Absolutely, Nick. That 6 to 8 minute mark is huge when you're within that 15-point range. You've only got a handful of possessions left in the game, and Dickinson's been teetering since that 11-minute mark in between 12 points and 14 points. So this is where they either have to get over the hump or they'll run out of time.
Dissent goes up and scores, and Dissent answers. Fifth personal on Bittner. I'm sorry, that's his first personal. Dissent's got another one. Dvorak with the basketball here. Every time Dvorak's made some noise, he steps on the line. Harry Olsen didn't see it, sends it inside. This ball's going to be sent down low, up off the glass and in, and Bittner's got 2 more for 4 in the ball game. And this has been a teeter-totter affair tonight. Dissent coast to coast, lays it up and in. That guy's like a Nike commercial, I'm telling you. Dissent's got 2 more. You have to be fearless to go right through the paint that way and start your leap at the free throw line, take one more step and go up into defenders, and Dissent just lays it up and in gingerly.
Yeah, let's put it this way. If I would have taken off at the free throw line, I would have still been at the free throw line.
Yeah. You and I both, my friend. 73-59, Minot's on top. 6:30 left here in the showdown. Dvorak's got it here. Oh, Dissent had a little push from behind there as he got into the back of 25. Isaac Schulte, Dissent went right over to him. Gotta like to see the sportsmanship out of a kid like Dissent there. He knew he did it as soon as used that muscle. It's all the weightlifting in the summertime. Over and back there on an ace as he took it off the inbounds, and there's one of those mental errors that Coach Dan Glasser in his 8th season really would like to get corralled and taken care of sooner than later, I'd have to assume. Dissent. He'll carry it from the elbow, steps back. Dissent just missed. Bedell went up after it. Ball saved. Nice hustle play coming there from Schulte. Ball's picked up here by Anase again, and Anase is going to drive. Takes it underneath the hoop. Sends it right back out in the middle. No one there. Taken now by the Magi. And Winchesky goes to work as he slows it up here. Under 6 to play here in regulation. The Magi lead the Midgets tonight, 73-59 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Sent inside, here's Dissent. Dissent went up, he was fouled on the play, went down hard underneath the hoop. He got into Schulte there, and Dissent's gonna shoot 2. That was Bittner, actually, my apologies. Minot's in the bonus again here. They lead 73-59. Dissent from the free throw line hits the front of the rim, and Dissent only misses for the 2nd time here tonight from the free throw line. In the first half, Dissent went 3 for 4. He was 4 for 4 here in the 2nd half, and he just missed there. Can he get the next one to fall? Yes, he can. A lot of ink on the scoreline here tonight for Dissent, who had 15 in the first half. He's got 35 according to my count here in the 2nd half, Hawley. .35 for Dissent is right. There's a full timeout on the court. We'll take a break as well. 74-59, Minot High leads this one. 5:33 is all that remains here on the PSP Network.
Bank can be transformative for your small business. The best bank for your business will offer competitive fees and so much more. At BNC National Bank, our team is proud to offer you a helpful, supportive, above and beyond banking relationship. Starting to stress about the complexities of qualifying for a small business loan? BNC can guide you through the process with much less stress and likely far more success. Speak to one of our team members today.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment, for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
Well, there's one thing about a Friday night at Magic City Campus's gymnasium. You know you're going to get an atmosphere, and tonight we've had that. Between Shimke and Schaefer that run the music and do the announcing here, I'm telling you, I don't know if it could get much better. It's probably the best ticket in town, truly. Full crowd again here tonight watching the #1 ranked team in North Dakota high school basketball. Leading the Midgets here tonight, 74-59. 5:19 remains here in the second half. Dvorak goes up and scores 2 more. He has been good with a capital G tonight. He only had 12 in the first half, and man, did he come alive here in the second half. 18 in the second half for him, 12 in the first. Not a bad outing. Gunville's way deep. That one's off the mark. Set goes down, and the set's in some pain right at the free throw line. He's going to hop back up. Dean Winchesky not impressed on the sideline either here for Minot High. It's one of those matchups here tonight that, again, the grit, the true grit to this matchup has really seemed to really be elevated maybe more than we sometimes see. Obviously, West Region basketball is going to be tough. Just feels like a lot of the extra stuff here tonight.
Gritty and really physical. I think it's challenging to control that too when you're the officials, and I think the crew we have here tonight has done a great job, and it's just something that they have to continue to control, and then players just having to battle through it.
Winchesky with the ball here. Well, you look back to these two teams last year when they played each other. Minot High swept Dickinson. Wasn't easy the first night for the Magi. That's Dvorak up and in. Dvorak with that little step through like that. Nice move, and fundamentals obviously there.
Dickinson keeps lingering around, right? They're only down 11 with 4 minutes to play. They've got to get some stops and get over this double-digit hump if they want to have a chance to cut this down to single digits and hopefully come out of here with a win.
Conklin went up. He's going to be fouled on the play. That brings Dan Glasser to his feet over on the near sidelines. Fouls charged here on number 33. That's Isaac Schulte. And that's going to be number 5 for Schulte in the ballgame. Well, back to last year, Minot High and Dickinson played here at Magic City Campus early on in the year. Minot had a 3-point win at 67-64. Minot then went to Dickinson later in the season and won by a score of 98-87, but it was 2 nights last year that had some pretty tough challenges for the Magi, who put together a record last year, again, of 25-2, 18-2 in the West Region, on their way to the 78th appearance at the state tournament. That was before they won their 19th crown, the most all-time, and their 21st region championship last year. At the line is Conklin. He misses that first attempt there, and Conklin is now 2 for 3 from the free throw line. Make it 3 for 4 as he connects. 75-63, Magi are on top. Talk about Minot's accolades. Well, Dickinson's a team that's been to the state tournament plenty of times as well. 11th most in the entire state of North Dakota with 35 appearances. Last visit to the Big Dance, however, was in 2020. Before that, it was 17 and then 16. They have a pair of state titles. That came back in 2007. Last time they won the region championship was 07 as well. They've done that 7 times in their history. 3:51 left here in regulation. 75-63, Minot leads. Here's an Ace up top with the basketball. What do you think of those shoes an Ace has on here tonight? Would that be your style?
Those are Fire Hoberg. I don't even know what shoes are called anymore. That's how old I feel.
How about these ones? The pink ones there from Glasser. He sends it to the far side. Shot clock will be the violation. As Minot High and the stingy defense there, the shot clock runs out of time there on the Midgets. Nygaard sends it into Wincheski. Yeah, were you more like Glasser, number 10 in black, or more like Nygaard with the plain whites here tonight? That's 2 more points for Gunville as he lays that one up and in, and Gunville's got 8 now.
Look, I'd like to think I was more like Dissett with the all white minus the hops. Is that fair?
Yeah, I like it. How about Dvorak in the all black here? He goes up, he misses. Nygaard is going to be charged with the foul. No, it's going to be Dvorak charged with the foul. That's bad news for the Midgets here tonight. Dvorak picks up number 4. 77-63. Minot High tried to put a nail in the coffin here tonight. You go back to when Dickinson was making a run and Dvorak was going through and scoring almost at will, it seemed. That one was in and out, almost down the funnel and then back up. No good there, but then Minot High put up 2 back-to-back stops here in the second half, Holly, and it's kind of been really the difference maker here in the second half.
It has, and basketball is a game of runs, right? But who gets the longer run on the offensive end? That's generally who comes out on top.
Midgets run the floor, up to Glasser here. Damon's got it, he tries to put it up off the board and in, he can't, he's fouled by Gunville. Gunville's gonna be charged with the foul here. Gunville picks up his 2nd personal, I do believe. Big thanks tonight to our friends at Prestwich Orthodontics. Prestwich Orthodontics can help you with a smile that you've always wanted. They offer free consultations and financing options that make it easy to take your smile to the next level. Call 852-2646 or visit minotbraces.com. It's Prestwich Orthodontics. Conklin goes up for the rebound there on the Glasser attempt as Glasser missed. According to my count tonight, Damon Glasser's been held off the score sheet tonight here for the Midgets. Gunville's got it here. 2:40 to play here in the ballgame. 78-64, Minot leads. Into the paint goes Dissett, looks for the outlet. It's Nygaard up top. He's contested, but he nails it.
Court awareness by Dissett. That kid was down in the dunk. It would have been really easy for him to just throw a shot up and hope it went in, but he knew exactly where Nygaard was, and it works. They have great chemistry, and Nygaard went and hit an awesome 3 to kind of almost put the nail in the coffin, you'd think.
Underneath, that shot's going to come up. Scoring the point there will be Beal. Foul was charged on Gunville. Gunville's going to fall out of tonight's ball game. Minot High fans give Gunville a payoff here tonight after he fouls out of the contest. Beal picks up his 4th point. Make it 5th now as he converts on the old-fashioned 3-point play. 2:11 remains here in regulation. 81-67, Minot High on top. Nygaard's got it again. Stick around tonight for our Shots, Crossroads, and Planning Team Financial Advisors post-game show. We'll have our move of the game tonight brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage. We'll also have tonight's MVP of the contest brought to you by Sport Clips here tonight. That all happens coming up in 2 minutes when we have our Planning Team Financial and Shots Crossroads post-game show from the Magic City Campus Gymnasium. Dissett. In it comes to Wincheski. (81-67), Minot on top. Nygaard drives it in. Nygaard goes up and scores. Dvorak. Another one from downtown for Dvorak. I've officially run out of room. Next time that Minot High and Dickinson get together, I'll be smarter with how big I mark the points on my score sheet for the top producer from a year ago that comes back into North Dakota West Region High School basketball, Alex Dvorak. He has been fun to watch here tonight. Dissett's inside. So is he. He puts it up off the glass and in. Timeout on the floor. The Magi are going to call a timeout here. They lead 85-69. Minot High on their way to their third victory of the season. They lead big late to this one. Oh, we better keep it here. It was just a timeout for rotation. Thank you, Holly. Don't be eating that Snicker bar too quick here yet. We still have some gameplay left. Here's Dvorak downtown. Another one for Dvorak. How do you contain him when you plan for Dickinson? Obviously, he's circled on the piece of paper. He's a kid that just doesn't go away.
No, he has been here all night, and you felt his presence. He doesn't have a quiet 30-plus, I'm assuming is what he has tonight, but he's just a really great player, and alongside one of the greats between him and Dissett, like you said earlier, I'd imagine that he'll be up for a Player of the Year discussion at the end of the season if he continues that play.
Well, he's going to fall out of the ball game here tonight. That's going to be number 5 on Dvorak. He had 12 in the first half. He came on glue to the second half, Ollie. 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 21, 24, 27 in the second half. 12 in the first half. I mean, that's some big-time numbers here for the University of Marion commit tonight on the road, taking on the #1 team in the state of North Dakota.
Yeah, he is quite impressive. I mean, 40 points is over half of 72. I was never good at math, but you take Dvorak out of the equation for Dickinson, and you're looking at who's going to step up and take his place if he gets into foul trouble or, heaven forbid, he becomes injured or anything. But for Dickinson to be able to be successful, they've got to find someone else that can put some points on the board and support Dvorak.
That size has just been such a factor here tonight, especially against guys like Conklin and Dissett. Well, Minot High student section letting everyone know how they feel tonight. 26 seconds remains here in the ballgame. 86-72, Minot High on top. Big thanks again to Prestwich Orthodontics. Again, financing options and free consultations are available at minotbraces.com. It's Prestwich Orthodontics. Well, Minot High's got players in off the bench here to finish it off tonight. Kaiser's got it here. Goes off to Ranke. Ranke's up top. Minot High's just going to take some air out of the ball. Shot clock is off. Magi working around the perimeter. We're going to kick it over to the corner. Here's Nelson. End of the ball game. That one no good. And this one comes to a close here tonight at Magic City Campus Gymnasium. 86-72. Minot High takes the win tonight. Let's head to our planning team, financial advisors, and Shots Crossroads postgame show. Comes up right around the corner. Holly and I will have the full breakdown of the matchup tonight. We'll have our player of the game coming your way here tonight. We'll interview that young man here in the showdown. We'll have the full stat recap of this one as well. We'll get you geared up for tomorrow's hockey game as well. We'll have our move of the game brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage. Our player of the game brought to you by Sport Clips. It all happens when we come back to the planning team, financial advisors at Shots Crossroads postgame show here tonight. One more time, the Magi take care of the Dickinson Midgets, 86-72 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
Looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession? Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a Sport Clip stylist.
Here?
That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips. the pros in men's hair.
Are you moving your business or your home across the town or across the country? We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
Oh, easy, easy. I think I'm good. You got my good side, right? Not too many lights. I don't want to get fried before my time. Oh, it's egg-tastic. You never know what dish you're going to end up in. My dream dish is a 99. It's so popular. Me and a fellow egg tag teaming with some crispy golden hash browns. Have you seen those hash browns? Those guys are shredded. Throw in some diced ham, onions, and melted cheese. Oh, it's a party for your taste buds. Oh, here comes Chevy. Hold on, Chevy. Did you guys get everything that you needed? 99. Here I come. Shots Crossroads. It's an excellent place to eat.
Well, the Magi take care of the Dickinson Midgets tonight on their home floor, picking up the victory tonight, 86-72 the final. Welcome into our Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroad postgame show here tonight. Planning Team Financial Advisors and Shots bring you the postgame tonight. We'll tell you about them in just a moment. First, let's hop right into our player of the game interview here tonight. We've got Morgan Nygaard that joins us here after the matchup tonight. First things first, man, that was almost like a hockey matchup here tonight. Physical ball game. Touch on the physicality just a bit here tonight.
It's just you kind of got to adapt to it. You can't argue with them because as I did, I lost my cool, got a technical. That can't happen. It's unacceptable. So you kind of just got to fight through it.
On the positive side tonight for you guys find a way again tonight to really impress and put up another 86 points in a showdown against one of the state's top performers in Dvorak here tonight. Game plan coming into this, how well do you think you guys executed here tonight? Are you happy with the way things went?
I think offensively we were all right. Still need to work on getting it into the post a little bit more. Defense is where it comes down to at the end of the day. If you can keep a team to under 60, it's as sure as it can get. Coach always stresses the importance of defense, and that's what we base our team around.
A lot of fun to watch you here tonight. Descent kicked you one late in the ball game. You bury another one for three here tonight. Your second three-pointer of the game, and Hawley called it as the nail in the coffin here tonight. What's that feel like when you get to bury one in front of the student section that way?
It's just exciting. It's thrilling to step up for your team when they need it to kind of seal the game. Coach says toe the line, and when you can toe the line, hit one, it feels great.
Nice job here tonight. Fun to watch you, my friend.
Thank you.
That's Morgan Nygaard, our player of the game here tonight. He was good here in this ball game. We'll bring Holly Johnson back in here on our Planning Team Financial Advisors and Shots Crossroads postgame show here tonight. Gotta like that interview. He's all business, isn't he?
He is all business.
Fun one here tonight. Minot High wins 86-72. Holly, your thoughts on this ball game here tonight? First start with Dickinson. In your thoughts on how the Midgets came out here tonight to gave Minot High, the #1 ranked team in the state, a pretty darn good fight for their money tonight.
Absolutely. I think they gave them a real good run for their money, and you and I touched on it a handful of times on timeout breaks. It was like, okay, they might get over the hump. They've cut it to 12. Okay, they might get over the hump. They're down to 11, teetering with 9, and it just seemed like after that 10:57 mark is when they got it close within 12 points, and after that they just couldn't quite get over the hump of Minot High. They were just a little too much to handle tonight for Dickinson.
For the Magi, this is a basketball team that obviously coming in and averaging 97 points per night in their last two. They come in and put up another 86 here tonight. It's a basketball team that has a lot good going for them. Do you see any Achilles heel for them right now? Is there anything that you'd like to see Minot High do differently if they want to stay on the top of that list inside of North Dakota high school basketball?
You know, it'll be interesting to see how they respond to some of these top teams, the Centuries, the legacies, these top-ranked teams that are just as good as them and can really compete with them with size and depth and all these things we're talking about that Dickinson was lacking tonight. But I think they continue to do what they're doing, right? They've been solid these first 3 games, and I think that we'll see more of that for the rest of the season.
I got to ask you, before we get into the numbers here tonight, Alex Dvorak filled this sheet of paper up tonight like you wouldn't believe. My goodness, 39 according to my count tonight. How impressed were you with this young man tonight?
He was really impressive, and it was wild watching him score some of these points. I mean, some of them just seemed like layups that he was shooting in warm-up. You know, it almost looked like a game of horse for him, and I think that's something that Dean Winchesky will address with his team too. Obviously, you're excited about a win, but you always look for things to improve on and things to pick apart with your team to continue to get better throughout the season.
Fun one here tonight. That brings us into our Planning Team Financial Advisors and Shots Crossroads post-game show. We hopped right into that Morgan Nygaard interview here tonight, so we'll tell you about Shots Crossroads. You ever been there, by the way?
Chicken strips, baby.
Shots Crossroads is the go-to place after the matchups. Team buses are always welcome. Get fueled up on that delicious menu that includes the famous number 99 at Shots Crossroads. Proud supporter of North Dakota High School athletics. Order online, shotscrossroads.com. I highly recommend trying the banana cream pie at Shots Crossroads. It is next level. Shots Crossroads brings you the postgame tonight with our friends at Planning Team Financial Advisors. Planning Team Financial Advisors is there for you whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession. It's Planning Team Financial Advisors. Find them online, planningteam.com. It's Planning Team and Planning Team Financial Advisors bringing you the postgame show tonight with Shots Crossroads. And boy, I tell you what, it was a fun one here tonight inside of Magic City Campus's gymnasium. And this is a place that just has an atmosphere to it. It seemed like Minot High was a bit slow to get going here tonight from time to time, but boy, when they took off, they certainly did. And we'll get into those numbers right now here, Holly. Starting with the Magi, leading them in scoring tonight. Guess who? 37 for Derek Dissett. He's on a roll right now. That's his senior season high so far. He had 15 in the first half. The rest came in the second. Nygaard had 13 tonight, according to my tally. 10 for Winchesky, 4 for Ranke, 8 for Gunville. He fouled out of the ball game. 2 for Schaefer and 1 for Bedell here tonight to get the Magi to 86. Dickinson tonight was led, and all scorers were led by Alex Dvorak, 39 for him tonight, 4 for Drew Beal. Tyrese and Ace had 14 here tonight. He had a good ball game. He can shoot the three-pointer. He had 4 of those, here in tonight's ball game. 4 points for Ouija here in the contest tonight. And then 1 point here for Hauk, 2 points here in the ball game for Bittner. Niamona had 2 points as well here tonight, and then 3 for Isaac Schulte to get the Midgets to their score of 72 here tonight. We'll take one final break here on our Planning Team Financial Advisor Shots Crossroads postgame show. Come back with our move of the game. Tonight we'll also have our MVP named. We'll do that when we return to the Magic City Campus Gymnasium. It's high school basketball here on the PSP Network.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of Finrun SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with the hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Are you moving your business or your home across the town or across the country? We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
Oh, easy, easy. I think I'm good. You got my good side, right? Not too many lights. I don't want to get fried before my time. Oh, it's egg-tastic. You never know what dish you're going to end up in. My dream dish is a 99. It's so popular. Me and a fellow egg tag teaming with some crispy golden hash browns. Have you seen those hash browns? Those guys are shredded. Throw in some diced ham, onions, and melted cheese. Oh, it's a party for your taste buds. Oh, here comes Chevy. Hold on, Chevy. Did you guys get everything that you needed? 99. Here I come. Shots Crossroads. It's an excellent place to eat.
(86-72) the final score here tonight. Minot High takes down Dickinson on the PSP Network. Nick Holberg and Holly Johnson on the call here tonight. Holly, always so much fun working with you. A good ball game here tonight. We got to see some of the state's top talent. Only 2 orders of business left. Let's start with tonight's Jobbers Moving and Storage move of the game here tonight. The move of the game brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers is there for you whether you're moving across town or across the country. Jobbers Moving and Storage for all your moving and storage needs. Locations in Minot, Bismarck, Fargo, and Aberdeen. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage. Any real question here on what that move of the game is?
For me, it was that three-pointer that Nygaard drilled with just a few minutes left from Dissette and that court awareness. It was the shot of the game for me, Nick. How about you?
I thought it was definitely worth highlighting here tonight in the postgame as the Jobbers move of the game for sure. Good call on that one because it really was a teeter-totter affair, and Dickinson kind of hung around like a bad cold here in this one with some opportunities, and thought that three-pointer from Nygaard that not only elevated the score but elevated the gymnasium's electricity in here just a bit as well. That one certainly is our move of the game here tonight. Time for tonight's MVP of the contest. It's brought to you by our friends at Sport Clips. Sport Clips brings you the MVP here tonight. We said that it was Morgan Nygaard in that interview and certainly in that conversation here tonight, but how do you not talk about Dvorak with 39 for this here tonight in this showdown?
Yeah, Dvorak was really impressive tonight. I kind of felt like it was the Dissette and Dvorak show for a while, but you can't forget about their supporting cast either.
It was definitely full of players that dominated here tonight. We go with Dvorak and Dissette as honorable mentions. You have to here tonight with the way that those guys played here in this showdown, 39 and 37. They're both very well deserving of that award here tonight. But how about Morgan Nygaard tonight playing defensively and offensively for the Magi the way that he did, coming back after some things didn't go his way early on here in the showdown, and he ends up leading the Magi after Dean Winchesky gave him a little bit of an earful. You like to see a kid respond that way, don't you?
Yeah, he responded the way that any coach would want their point guard to respond, and we talked about him early too, being a floor general. Not only did he put up double digits tonight and have a couple really solid plays at critical moments, but he was able to be the consistent level of energy for that Magi team tonight. He was fun to watch. He is our player of the game. Congratulations, Morgan Nygaard, tonight's MVP. Well, don't forget more action tomorrow on the PSP Network. High school hockey from the Mesa Arena. Minot High takes on Dickinson. This is a matchup that's scheduled for 3:45 tomorrow. It's a 3:15 pregame show coming your way, brought to you by Shields tomorrow. I'll have the call for you on that one. Minot High and Dickinson tomorrow at the Mesa Arena. Hope you join us then. That'll do it for the schedule for this week. Just keep in mind next week, all you Magi and Midget fans, Minot's matchup with St. Mary's on Monday will end up being on Tuesday will end up being a Monday affair instead after the game was rescheduled here today. Holly, your final thoughts on the showdown here tonight? I thought we had a great matchup tonight, and like we've said, this, the last 2 games that we've done together, Nick, Minot High's gonna have a target on their back all night, and Dickinson, I thought, showed a lot of promise. If they can find someone on the bench to contribute alongside Dvorak, I think we're gonna see 2 really great teams the rest of the WDA season.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun run down the stretch. It just goes to show that there's only more good competition in the West region each and every year. That parity's just there. Ollie, we sure appreciate your time tonight. It's always a lot of fun working with you.
Thanks for having me, Nick.
Absolutely. Dan Glasser stopped by tonight. We want to thank him as well, and Dean Winchesky, of course, for his time in the pregame show here tonight. We also want to thank Morgan Nygaard for stopping in. Big thanks to Brock Beater running our camera tonight. Great job, as always, Mr. Beater. For Holly Johnson and all the others listed here tonight, final score one more time. The Magi win 86-72. Final score here tonight from the Magic City Campus Gymnasium on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Magi improved to 3-0. The Midgets fall to 1-2. Till tomorrow at 3:15 in the afternoon from the Mesa. Nick Colbert signing off. Please have a great night, and God bless.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with the hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Point. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.